We're doing it live, and this is going to be a short video, but we're doing it live. Here's the thing. I'm not going to make a long video because I got a lot of stuff to do, even though it's Saturday morning. But happy Saturday morning. And I just want you to know that I am here to bring down Elon Musk for shutting down my Twitter account. You're gonna cut my communications. Then I'm just gonna find out who you really are and who really runs SpaceX and who really owns Twitter and who really owns SpaceX and who bankrolls you. And we're learning every day that it's actually just the UAE. That's all it is. SpaceX is owned by the UAE and some other investors. It's not Elon Musk. Elon Musk doesn't have all this money to buy X and Twitter like he said he did. That was all a lie. Everybody in the media that's telling you that Elon Musk has all this money and he's the world's richest man, it's all a lie. The guy's and I'm not saying that everything he's doing is wrong with working, helping Trump and all that kind of stuff. I'm not even saying it's all wrong. I'm saying he shut down my communication lines. And here's the danger. You have these Arabs that are working within all these governments in America, Europe, and the British government to impose their vision for the future. And it doesn't include you and me because we're not them. They're not for the future of the European people. They're not. That's why Ireland is being ethnically cleansed. That's why Europe is being ethnically cleansed. That's why America is being ethnically cleansed by bringing in foreign populations to replace the European people. That's why they're bringing in Islam and building mosques all over America, Europe, and Canada, and Australia. It's the UAE. That's who runs SpaceX. That's who's deep into the Pentagon and the NSA. That's who took over Twitter and turned it into X and is using it to shut down the communication lines of particularly white nationalist Americans that don't want this Arab globalist syndicate with the Arabs and the Zionists and the LGBT, BLM, and all the rest of it. So it's all run using investments from the Arabs. That's who owns SpaceX. That's who owns X. It says two UAE sovereign wealth funds, Alpha Dhabi and International Holding Company. International Holding Company is the one that runs, I guess they both actually run Twitter also. So it says Alpha Dubai and International Holding Company previously invested combined $50 million in SpaceX in June 2022, on top of IHC's previous investment into SpaceX. The funds disclosed filings with Abu Dhabi securities regulators. So I'm just letting you know, it's Saudi UAE. That's who's backing all this. That's who's running. So now this brings me to Gaza and Trump. Why does Trump say everybody in the area likes the idea of U.S. troops coming in and taking over Gaza? Because Hamas is not backed by the UAE and Saudi Arabia. This is what you have to understand. When you hear Lindsey Graham and Donald Trump talk about how Iran, Hezbollah, and Hamas are the biggest threats to the world, it's because they're a threat to Saudi Arabia. That's what it is. They're not a threat to us in America. It's none of our business. And so I'm saying I'm done with this. I have zero allegiance to Mecca. Okay. I will never bow to your cube. I will never worship your cube demon. And I will never follow a prophet that raped a 9-year-old because I hate pedophiles. Okay. I believe that the penalty for an adult who sexually attacks a 9-year-old should probably be the death penalty, actually. So that's what I think of your religion. Okay. That's what I think of your religion. And you shouldn't even be around us. So we need to get these people out of we need to get them out of the British government. If anything, we should use the military to strike the UAE and bust that whole thing up, and strike Mecca and strike Saudi Arabia and bust that whole thing up. And then ally with the Christians in Syria and in Egypt and in Gaza and in Iraq and rebuild our own system throughout the world. We do not want these people, and so right now they've taken over space. They're heavily invested in SpaceX. That's why when you hear like Clay Buck Sexton or whatever, Clay Travis, but he's the richest man in the world. And then remember how Alex Jones? I actually have to give credit to Alex Jones. Remember when Alex Jones was saying that Arabs control the Hollywood? Well, he's right. They have a tons of money dumped in there. And it's not that they control it, but they work with what everyone's saying. The Jewish mafia runs everything in Hollywood and New York and the banks. They do, and they do it with the Arabs out of Mecca. See, that's the syndicate. It's the Jewish mafia and the Arabs in Saudi Arabia and the UAE. They're partners with the Jesuit system that was set up in Washington D.C. a long time. The Jesuit system has always been about everybody find God in everything. You know, it's not Christianity. It's not Christianity the way original Christianity was. It's find God in everything. LGBT, BLM, Mecca, Arab, Muslim, cube demons, whatever. It doesn't matter. That's the Jesuit order. That's why America is as weird as it is today, because it's run by those people. So, but all this money is flowing in from Arabs. They're taking over the British government. They're taking over the Alternative for Deutschland with Elon Musk. They're taking over. That's Nigel Farage. That's Donald Trump now works for them. That's why, if you remember, when his first term, he went to Saudi Arabia first and made all these deals with them. That's why when we hear about the war that we were supposed to have and Lindsey Graham wants to have with Iran and taking over Gaza, it's not just the state of Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu. It's Abu Dhabi. Tucker Carlson goes there. Elon Musk goes there. They're all, Carlyle Group is based. So remember John Bolton? He lives there. Okay, John Bolton lives in Abu Dhabi half the time. Like, that's what I'm saying. That when you see John Bolton and you think this guy's a Zionist psychopath, yes, and he also lives in Abu Dhabi half the time. That's where he lives. He hangs out there. That's what he does. He sucks the Arabs in Abu Dhabi. That's what he does. That's who he is. That's who all these people are. In Washington, D.C., in the British Reform Party, UKIP, it's all run by Arabs. And Elon Musk is owned. That's where he got all the money to buy Twitter. X is run by it. So I get my communications shut down as an American. My communications get shut down. And the Republican Party says this is great because he's saving free speech as I get my communications shut down. All the guys in Australia, Thomas Sal, well, I can't remember all their names. All those guys, they're like the white nationalist guys in Australia, right? They're all getting shut down. Blair and Thomas and Joel and all those guys, they're all getting shut down in Australia. They're getting their homes attacked. That's happened to them, right? Who's behind all this? Arabs, Arab money, the people that blew up the World Trade Center with the state of Israel, the CIA, and the Pentagon, right? They worked together to do that, to start this giant war on terror. You got to understand. You think, because they're attacking Palestinians, that the Muslims in Saudi Arabia must be also on their team. No, it's not how it works. I'm telling you how it works. World Trade Center was blown up by the Pentagon and the CIA, covered up by the FBI and the DOJ. So it was run out of the White House with the UAE, Abu Dhabi, and Saudi government to start this big war on terror, so that Saudi Arabia would rise and UAE would rise as the supreme group, right? Because who were their enemies at the time? They were threatened by Saddam Hussein, and they were threatened by Syria, and they were threatened by other people in the area. So we always focus on the state of Israel, which is important because they're the ones that set up this whole system as the people that founded Israel. They're the ones that set up the Arabs, right? So the Arabs were set up by these people, and they made them rich. And then the money flows back into the people, the mafia, the Jewish mafia that controls Europe. So, but I'm telling you, it's a syndicate. So it's the Arab money flowing through oil sales into the Jewish mafia that's controlling Europe, controlling America, funding our politicians, taking over our communication systems, shutting us down, taking over our industries, shutting us down, racially replacing all of Europe with foreigners, replacing our religion, ethnically cleansing us. That is what ethnic cleansing is. So they're ethnically cleansing Gaza, but they're also ethnically cleansing Europe. They're ethnically cleansing the white people in America through fentanyl and all this other stuff that they're doing. So they're doing that through drugs. They're doing it through war. In war in Europe. They want us to have a war with Russia. Russia's not the one. Russia didn't take over U.S. communication systems and shut down my communication, right? The Arabs did that. The Jewish mafia did that. The Jesuits did that. And Georgetown University, they're the ones that spread the illnesses and the mystery injections. So it's not the people that we're told we need to fight with. All that's going to do is get us killed for no reason. So what I'm saying is, Arabs basically bankroll Elon Musk, and now they control Alex Jones. So what I was getting back to is Alex Jones. I got his face on it. Alex Jones. Remember, Arabs control Hollywood. Well, they're pouring money to Hollywood. The Arabs out of UAE and Mecca, they've been bankrolling the Jewish mafia since the 1970s, when they were set up as an agency of huge capital flows that go into the banking cartels run by the Rothschild, Warburg, Schiff, et cetera, JP Morgan Chase system. So yeah, Alex was right about that. But so now Alex is owned by Elon Musk and the Arabs. So literally the Arabs own INFOWARS. INFOWARS now is run by the UAE. It's owned by the UAE. It's owned by Arabs. It's owned by Arabs. INFOWARS is owned by the Cube Demon over in Saudi Arabia. The Cube Demon and the pedophile prophet now run INFOWARS with Elon Musk. That's where he gets his money. That's where he gets his money, is he gets it from the Cube Demon and the pedophile prophet. So I don't have anything else to say to that. It's Saturday. Jesus Christ, the eternal Logos, is the only king and the only way to Theos. Jesus Christ, the eternal Logos, the Alpha Omega, the truth from the beginning, the light from the beginning and forever, is the only way to Theos. So have a good Saturday. Enjoy your day.